Y'all come on with me. Fumble on the Play Studios. My name is Mark Moore.
This is Fumble on the Play podcast.
Fumble on the Play. Yeah, man, we are here today. Fumble on the Play podcast. I got one of my best friends in here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
God, let me see, man. I gotta adjust my words because I got a real flip mouth sometimes. So I'm gonna try to do my thing. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
We got platinum artist, Mul-ty, my friend, brother from another mother.
Man.
Yeah, he came through to support my podcast. You know what I'm saying, man? So we here today, man, to just have a little conversation, brother. How you doing, man?
All is well, man. Good to be here, man.
Yes, sir,
man.
Back home again.
Back here, yes, sir.
But man, we just be in this thing, man. Just people been missing me.
No doubt.
Sometimes I have to focus on my craft, man. But life be life, and you feel me. And with that being said, I have to take a step back and realize all the blessings I got.
Amen.
And the reason God gave them to me. You know what I'm saying? So for him to give me something, I don't need him to take it away.
Come on.
So I better use what he gave me, right?
Sure enough.
So my dog, he come through. And we just be kicking it sometimes, just talking some real stuff. Which we was in the little room talking. Me, him, and his queen. We was in there just running our mouth. I said, man, let's do a podcast.
Why not?
My dog said, let's get it.
Yeah, all the time.
And he didn't say he charging. You feel me? That's something real rare.
Come on, man.
He could charge, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying?
We're here for it, man.
That's what it is, man. So what's been going on?
Man, Doc, I tell you, man. Life has been life, and like you said, in a good way. But yeah, man, just taking it as it come. Man. So yeah, I guess you gotta be a little more specific when you say what's.
You got to. Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
You might want to adjust it. Yeah, you can adjust it.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. I think that's probably a little better.
Yeah, that's better right there.
All right.
Yeah, that's much better.
Cool.
But yeah, man, so what's been going on in your life, man? You was here before, man. You was telling us about things going on, man. What anything done changed?
Well, I was in a transition period last time we spoke. Had just heard the call into the ministry, so I've been doing that, singing and preaching and
preaching and singing.
Between preaching and singing and being a minister and a husband and father, man, that's it right now. I'm loving it, man.
That's what's up. Out of all the things you just said, what's the hardest?
Woo. Woo-wee, man. I'll say honestly, man, being a husband's not hard when you're in the right marriage. You know what I mean? So it's not hard at all. It's actually, man, my cheat code, having a sidekick, so yeah, it's my cheat code actually. So yeah. But ministering is a job that doesn't start and stop in the pulpit, so that's definitely something consuming, but I welcome it. I love it, not complaining, just explaining it. So really, man, I take it all in stride, man. I don't have small children, so that's no longer a task, and so, yeah, man. It's beautiful, man. I'm loving this season, Doc. I'll tell you, I'm actually living my best years right now.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So I'm in a great place.
Hey, I guess being in a great place is better than being in a bad place.
Man.
Right?
Yes, indeed, man. Yeah, this is my winning season, definitely.
you done had a lot of winning seasons, man.
Hey, man.
If
but
you still here to talk, that means you ain't had a losing one yet.
Whew, I had some tough ones.
You might have had tough, but you ain't lost.
You're right. There you go.
It's a difference. You know, hey, if you wake up, you got a way to win, man.
And there's always lessons in the valley. So.
That's right. But I guess if you're a Christian, if you don't wake up, you winning. So, I mean.
You can't lose. Can't lose. Yeah.
So we all winning, man.
All winning, man.
I just thank God I'm winning on this side, not living on the bridge.
Come on.
I ain't having to bury nobody this week.
Come on, man.
Today, you know what I'm saying?
Amen.
I ain't financially having no problem.
Winning.
I can eat.
Winning. So this ain't even an interview. This is a victory lap, y'all watching.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
They're going to call this the victory lap.
My testimony, man.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying?
Victory lap.
Yeah, man. People, look at people in situations and the material stuff they might have might cloud out the BS they got going on. Yeah, you don't see my problems, you know what I'm saying? Because I put this costume on.
Man, the mask that men sometimes have to wear.
Oh, man. It's heavy, bro.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. So.
Goodness.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yes, indeed.
Every time I get around you, I learn something, man.
Oh, man.
But I ain't learned what I need to learn.
Oh, what's that? Singing?
Yeah, I don't know how to sing, man.
See, let me tell you, man.
Don't even tell me because I'm telling you, I'm being expensive, bro. I'm being expensive.
Don't let Cadillac Van Draws fool y'all. Okay?
Cadillac Van Draws. The big one or the little one?
Yeah. Oh, man, goodness gracious.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I think the little one sang a little better than me.
No, man. I think Big Luther had the best voice. Definitely, man.
Okay.
Yeah. If I lose this better, I won't sound the same. I won't.
What?
Yeah, I can't sell no records without this. It's the cream. Man. That's what it's the secret.
Okay.
It's all in the belly.
All in the belly.
All in the belly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to ask you why.
I'm telling you, man. This going away. No more singing. It's over with.
Well, don't lose the stomach.
Got to maintain that.
Even if you lose, we have to get you one of them things. The ladies that have the fake pregnancy
Come on, man. I be careful. When I'm in the gym, I have to make sure I don't lose.
You lose everything but the stuff.
Can't lose the belly. Can't. So yeah, I work.
That's part of your costume, man.
Part of
That's what's up.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
But yeah, man. We have a lot of little things I be hearing that you got going on, bro. You assistant pastor. Did I say it right?
Oh no. Actually, in my church, what we do, we have one pastor. Shout out to Dr. Kendall Benjamin, man, and shout out to my church family, man. I have what they call a church family. I'm grateful for that, man. And I think we've gotten away from churches becoming family. So
twist that little knob right there.
Here?
Yeah, twist it and pull it out. So
Okay.
Should come to you.
Yeah. All right. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say that again while I got the mic. Shout out to my church family because again, I think in this day and time we've gotten away again from churches being family, and I thank God for that. We fellowship in and out the sanctuary. It's just good to have people that care about you, not just on Sunday mornings.
Facts.
But check in on you. It won't stay. I have those church members that's gonna reach out if they don't hear from you.
I'm gonna have you working a little bit.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, if they don't hear from you, they pulling up on you. They calling the phone.
Yeah.
They're checking on you, Brother Coleman, and yeah, man, I thank God for some of my spiritual mentors, Dr. Case and of course my pastor, Kendall Benjamin, that has been feeding into me in this process. I'll be licensed and ordained on doing my what they call initial sermon. I won't say trial because I don't feel there's a trial when God calls you to do something. So I'll be doing my initial sermon November the 29th. I hope you'll be in attendance. I'm gonna keep reminding you. And so yeah, looking forward to being licensed and ordained.
I think I did put that on my phone, didn't I?
Yes, indeed. I'm still on top of it.
Yeah, I need to put it on there, man.
Yeah, man.
I got to be there, man.
Yeah. So.
Because you might need me to come up there and help you, you know what I'm saying?
There we go. At least bring a selection.
Yeah, no, not that. I'd rather preach.
Come on,
the same.
We can't.
You might lose the members that you just got. What you said, the 29th?
The 29th, November 29th. Yeah, it's on Saturday.
No, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
So yeah, man. But again, like I said, it's important though that you find yourself, if you don't have one, a church family. It's been essential to my growth and spiritually. Yeah, even into my, like I say, my mentorship from my pastor as I, been preparing myself to. God prepares you when He calls you, but to have someone help walk with you and guide you with more experience is a blessing. Yeah, I got this one guy, blessing to have him, Dr. Alfred Kaysen. He's the last preacher that I could touch that came from my father's generation of ministers. And he pours out so much wisdom, man. I went to see him one day with a situation, and I needed some advice. And he called me by my last name. Kobe, you don't know what to do you? I said, nah, I don't know what to do in this situation. And he said, man, you got to learn one thing. He said, you be Kobe and let God be God. Don't get caught up trying to be God. And he told me to sit that situation down. We have to know where we stop and where God starts. So yeah, man, a lot of wisdom from those guys. Yeah, I'm fortunate.
Well, I don't know. They say when God call you, you got to answer, right?
There you go.
I'm kind of praying God don't call me just yet. Please, God, give me a little while before you call me.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. You answering your calls.
I will answer, but God, I might ignore that call like spam for a couple of times.
Make sure it's him.
Yeah, I gotta make sure.
Yeah.
You might be an Indian on the phone.
I tell you, man. You know what's funny? I was saying on the way up here talking to my wife that I think people think that God does a transformation, right? I used to be this criminal in my younger years. Then God turned me into a preacher. No. You was always a minister. And that's why I find that I was never comfortable in the environment and the life that I was living. There was a reason I was never, my spirit wasn't never settled.
So you're saying like a butterfly. You know how you start out?
Yeah, you just had
to get in that cocoon and you come out a whole different thing.
I was never a criminal. I was a minister committing crimes. God didn't turn me into something. Those seeds that was planted just had to harvest, but they was always there. And so whatever it is that God calls on your life, it's already there.
Facts.
Yeah, you wonder why you're not comfortable in your sin. I was never, man. I had so much conviction. A lot of women may feel like I ghosted them, or friends may feel like I left them on just hanging. No, it was conviction. I don't fit in everywhere.
Thanks.
I'm learning now still how to not try to be friends and show up when people want me to show up and let my no be no.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to learn that still. I'm still there where I'm getting to the place of saying, nah, I'm not gonna come, and being okay with that.
Yeah.
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 Cause see, I'm having to learn that too, man. Sometimes you just like that circle puzzle piece getting put into a square. Right. It ain't gonna fit no matter how hard you push it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You outgrow people. You outgrow different things.
Right.
Cause that's real deep, man. Because see, by knowing your place,
right,
that go a long way.
Stay in your own lane. There's no traffic there.
Man.
Yeah.
I found myself in the wrong lane, headed in the northbound, going south.
Yeah. For the crash out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it happens.
Cause see, my biggest problem is I hold grudges. I hold them so deep, bro. I hold them. When I used to hate, well, I ain't gonna lie. When I hate folks, I hate them. So I'm trying to get out of that.
Yeah, at least you real about it.
Yeah, because we are recording. I don't want nobody to bring this 20 years from now. Like, you said you used to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, I'm working on it.
Friends of mine recently thought that he was telling me some news I didn't know. He heard me talking to his brother on the phone. And he said, man, I'm just going to be real with you, man. I said, what's up? And he said, oh, man, you shouldn't fool my brother. He talk about you like a dog when you ain't around, bro, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, I know. He looked shocked. See, God gave us 2 jobs, right? He said, love and feed. Love thy neighbor, feed my sheep. Far as anything else, worrying about how they feel about me, that's not my job. Love and feed. And even when I love, it's easy to, when he said love your enemies, right? It's easy to love people that's for you.
Oh, yeah.
But when you can not tolerate now, but love, genuinely wish well for your enemies, it lets you know that you're adopting the heart of God. And God not gonna hold me accountable for what they done, but He gonna hold me accountable for how I responded. And so to just learn to be in that place, or I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, not saying that I won't correct or straighten something that need to be straightened, but in that mode, as men, we're called to be providers and protectors. So if you ever see me get physical with a man, it's not out of hate, it's out of the love of what I'm protecting.
Fair.
So I know how to fight in love as well. Yeah, I think a lot of people think being born again means you become a peon. No, please don't mistake that. Yeah. I'm going to always protect, but I learned that the less people's perception of me matters, the better I am. When I was younger, Doc, I stayed in jail because people thoughts meant a lot to me. This man think he can talk to me like that, nothing won't happen. This man think he can. But when I stop caring some of what people think and start thinking what God thinks, like when I stop people pleasing and start trying to please God, because my mind, every time I was in a bad situation, I found myself in court because I said, so this man think he gonna.
So you always in a worse situation.
Come on, man. So I'm learning. I'm learning that the more I focus on what God feels about me and less what people think, the better my life is. Yeah. But that phone blowing up over there. Tell him you gonna.
Yeah, man. It's blowing up, man. Ain't nobody trying to give me no money. Hey, turn this down because I ain't got nothing for nobody right now. Got some prayers for them.
There you go.
And I don't even pray for everybody. Hey, that's my thing is, bro, I'm going through a stage where when I was younger, my mom was living, I was in church 4 out of 7 days. Now that I'm grown, I don't go. Because now I have my own way of communicating with God, and me and him, that's my nigga. That's what I call him. That's my nigga. I can talk to him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to go put on no suit. I ain't got to go to be in no building for 5 hours.
Okay.
I ain't got to give 10% to the building fund. You know what I'm saying? I could go to Walmart and pay for my groceries. I could go to Harvest and do the same. Or go to light bill place, pay on somebody's lights that don't even know about it. That's my 10%.
You don't rebuttal this.
Well, that's your right, but I'm still believe what I believe.
I know, but I just want to know that you're open to conversation.
Oh man, you on this show? This your show, really? I'm just talking.
I like good conversation, good dialogue. A lot of people don't know how to agree and disagree in love.
Oh man,
yeah. I just want to. Okay.
You might could change my mind. You feel me? That's what it's about.
You might could change mine. I'm open.
Well, I'm gonna be quiet. I don't want to change your mind.
I'm open minded.
I like the way you go,
but I'm open minded.
Because I'm gonna come to your church.
But we know a fool knows everything.
Yeah, and
so
you can learn a lot from a dummy.
So I'll never be the person.
People can learn a lot from both of us. That's 2 dummies.
I got 2 ears and 1 mouth. So the much as I'm gonna talk to you today, I'm gonna listen.
That's what's up.
So let me ask you this, right? With the church, do you, first of all, before we get into biblical things, do you believe the Bible?
No.
Okay, that's where I see right there.
I believe in God.
Okay.
The reasons I don't. Coming from Warner Robins, I went down 5, 6 different roads.
Okay.
Before I got to my back to the street. No, so it was the same denomination.
Okay.
I'm confused. Why do we have so many churches? Why do we have so many religions?
We're gonna answer that. Go ahead.
How do you know what religion is right? How do you know what religion is wrong? But we all know right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? We know that not from going to church. You know right from wrong from birth. You know if you do this, something's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You might not know not to walk out in the road if you don't know, you walk on the road, get hit by a car.
Okay.
Like dogs get hit.
Okay.
But as you grow, you learn. You know how to treat people, how not to treat people. Nobody ain't got to tell me not to take something from somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I just be confused on why we got so many different religions and all these new pastors want to come to you for that building fund, but they ride in this and that kind of car, which you driving what you want to. You know what I'm saying? But don't beat these poor people up for their money.
Okay. Now, this gonna be good. So this gonna help somebody. This podcast gonna help somebody.
Yeah, help me.
Because a lot of people have those questions and those feelings, right? Let's start with the first thing we talked about, the Bible. I started with that question.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with you saying that, because the reason I'm saying that is, with me, I find that most people I get into the discussion of the Bible with, they have heard things about the Bible, but they've never studied the Bible. Most people that don't believe in the Bible, that debate the Bible, have never themselves studied the Bible. Okay, and with that being said, the Bible teaches us, it says we have to study to show ourselves approved, right? Now, there are things that this Bible told me thousands of years ago that was going to happen, that came to pass. So I can't, when I say, so I learned that the Bible was questioned by me when I didn't study it for myself. I learned that a lot of times the way things was explained to me was wrong. Because when I was studying, I learned the first time on the journey of ministry that in order to be a registered, certified minister, there's things you study in theology and theology books. It's not the Bible. The theological books, if you look at the publishing dates on a lot of these books, we were slaves in this time. And so when you want me to read and study something written by the hands of a slave master, and so a lot of preachers preach more doctrine than scripture. I'm not going to ever be doctrinated because I understand the history of doctrine. It has a lot of influence, a lot of brainwashing, a lot of teaching you to be submissive in situations where you should be standing on business.
Yeah.
So there are things about my faith that I believe, and then there's things that I know. When I read about things, first of all, let's look at that with the belief. We only believe things that we can't know. If I call my mother right now and say, "Mama, where you at?" She say, "I'm home watching TV." I can believe that because I trust her, the source. But guess what?
You don't know.
I don't know it. If somebody called me right now and say, "What you doing?" I could say, I'm caught in the middle of a tornado in Ohio. And they could believe me, but I could possibly and would be lying. I wasn't there. So I choose to believe it because I trust the source. But let me tell you the God that I know. I know that God is a healer because I was in the room when cancer disappeared from my sister's body when my daddy called on the name of Jesus. I know that God is a healer. You're looking at a man who, when I buried my son, I didn't want to live no more. I gave up on life. So when I say that God is a heart fixer, this ain't nothing I had to go read that happened thousands. In the book of me, there are things that God has shown me. There are things that I believe, and there's things that I know. So my relationship with God is not based upon my studies. So when you say to me, "I don't believe the Bible," that's not a deal breaker. Because if I want to learn about Elvis Presley, I have to go read a biography. But my God is alive and well.
Inside.
Has the same wonder-working power today that he had yesterday. I remember times I used to say, "Why God don't speak to me the way he talked to Moses in the Bible, the way he do?" Then I learned that God been speaking to me. Every time I found myself in a bad situation, whether I was in a hospital room, in a jail cell, I look back and say, something told me not to get in that car. Something told me not to go to that party. God had been speaking to me. So then, but those situations was when God had to scream at me to get my attention. So I learned to say, God, I don't need you screaming at me. I want to walk close enough to hear you if you whisper.
Facts.
And so God not just helped me to hear your voice, because all type of spirits speak to us. God helped me to recognize your voice. He said, my sheep shall know my voice. So the more time I spend on my knees, a lot of times I'm not praying, I'm somewhere listening. I think that I've never been to a classroom and saw the student out talking to the teacher. So I learned how to ask for God to order my steps and then listen for his voice. So saying to me when people say, oh, I don't believe the Bible, my next question is usually, what's your prayer life like? Because my relationship with my wife couldn't be built by me just reading about her. If you want to see a relationship fail, stop spending quality time and just start reading. Start listening to her and just start reading and see what happens. That relationship gonna crumble. Yeah. I'm grateful that a lot of time when I'm alone is when God deals with me the most. Sometimes my wife wake up and I'm on the other side of the bed crying. Doc, went through something recently. And I get my cup overflow. I went through something recently where worry had set in. And faith and worrying can't live in the same house. So I was had that worry set in, and I'm panicking because as a man, like I said, we are protectors and we're providers. And when I found myself threatened to be able to do that, oh my God, we as men can do anything, but when you put our loved ones dependent on us around it. And I was laying there and God spoke to me like I'm talking to you. And God asked me a question, do you believe what you preach? And I woke up. And I was crying. I said, oh my God. But I read scriptures and that told me, for all things work together for the good of those that love you. So whatever this is, no matter what it looked like, it's working in my favor. Do I really believe what I preach? When my auntie passed, my Aunt Joanne, we were so close. She had cancer. I went and sat with her. We cried, we prayed, and I left there okay with whatever God decided. You gonna be able to sing at her funeral? Yes. Hadn't cried no tears of hurt because I asked myself, do you really believe what you preach? Do you really believe to be absent with the body, to be present with the Lord? Do you believe that? Or are you just talking? Are you out here just talking, or do you really? And so when I look at things I go through, Doc, man, listen, I counted it joy already. God can't surprise me no more with this play. When he do things, I'm happy, but I'm never shocked because I realized what he told me. I'm gonna be all right. Cause he said, I've never seen the righteous forsaken or his seeds out here begging for bread. You know what God said? He said, I've never seen the righteous forsaken. You can rest in that. That's rest right there. That's confirmation. That there's at nighttime, man, I wake up. I asked the guy yesterday at church if you saw him. He said, Coleman, he called me by my last name. He said, Coleman, how old do you think I am? And I said, well, I know I'm 46, so I give you probably 48. He said, I'm finna be 61 years old. I said, what? Brother, I said, man, God been good to you. He keeping you, man. I said, well, what's what keep you so young? And he said, I tell you, he said it's the simplest thing. He said, I don't worry about tomorrow. That's what he said. I don't worry about tomorrow. Look how simple that is. I don't worry about tomorrow. Man, you really dissect that. When is the last time you've been in one place? When I say that, I mean this. Usually I had a bad habit in the past of never being able to be in one place, mind, body, and soul. I'll be sitting here with you, but my mind a million places.
Yeah.
That's called being scatterbrained. You never can be at peace that way. My grandmother, before she passed away, she had a pageant at the elderly home, and I was her escort. And man, it was beautiful, man. We dressed alike, and my grandmama ended up winning the pageant at the elderly home. And I remember that day, I had some stuff going on in the streets, man. I had some money that I needed to go get. But I wasn't going to tell my grandmama, no, I'm going to show up now. But I recall that day looking at my watch a million times, stepping out to make calls, checking on that money. When my grandmama passed away, I looked at a picture of that day. And I looked how happy she was. And I said, I missed that because I wasn't really there. And that from that moment, I learned to say, I'm going to be one place, mind, body, and soul. Right now, I'm right here in this room. And it's a peace there. My mind don't have to be a million places. If it's something else I need to take care of, I'll step out and make that call and get that off my mind. Yeah. Because I need to be able to be in one place. Don't miss life. Chase, so many of us are in pursuit of things that we think are going to make us happy. So we're waiting to be happy. We're waiting to find peace. Oh, if I could just... I remember when I first started my music career, before I had a record label, and before there was millions of dollars, people said, you're going to make it one day. And I thought I had made it because I didn't know what their make it meant. And I was like, what does that mean? I do, what I love to do for a living. And it pays my early age. I had figured out how to make what I love take care of me. I didn't have to trap no more. I didn't have to go to jail no more. And people would say, you're going to make it one day. And I said, I wonder what does that mean? And I learned that means different things for different people. Yeah. I just wanted to be able to afford to do what I love to do, man. Like, you find your purpose and you operate in it. And you've made it. But when you try to live up to people's expectation of what that means, sometimes people are going to die in pursuit of something that they've had the whole time. Chasing something that they've held the whole time. Yeah. I know people like that right now. Man, I'm talking about while we talking about music, I know some people right now who are chasing a thing so much that they can't have peace in their life. When God didn't call everybody to operate on the same scales.
Right.
Nah, man, I don't care nothing. I got a platinum record, and it sounds good to say that, but to me, man, when somebody come up to me and say, boy, that song touched me. Dope, man. Listen, I didn't get a Grammy. I never won a Grammy, but man, every comment I read when somebody say, boy, we got married, we fell in love to this song. This song held us together. This song, boy, those are my Grammys. Because I've never chased a Grammy. Yeah, maybe somebody else.
Changed people's lives.
That's if you never hear that, you've done nothing. If only thing somebody did was bob their head to your music, you haven't done nothing. If you ain't done nothing to provoke change, love, or anything godly in that measure, you've done nothing.
Message.
Facts. And so, yeah, man, I remember doing the show, this one singer, I won't say his name, but I remember when he came off stage before I went out, somebody said, man, did you see that chain he had on, boy? And all of that sweat he just did, the only thing you was left with was his chain. Something that somebody could snatch away from him tonight.
Yeah, you can lose that right then.
Can lose that. And then
you don't even know if it's real or not.
And so I remember showing up, and when I showed up to perform, you know, the guy, I guess he felt like, he was like, you gonna get dressed to perform? And I was like, I'm dressed. Man, I walked on stage, got love. It ain't what you in, it's what's in you.
Facts.
Yeah, man, it ain't on me, it's in me.
That's what's up.
Can't nobody snatch this, man. When God put it in you, man. And so that's what we operate in. We find our purpose and we stand there. Everybody has a purpose. We were all born with one. Young lady, I ain't found my purpose yet. And I said, okay, let me ask you this. What is it that you would do even if you didn't get paid? What flows from you? I've never seen an apple tree straining to produce an apple. It just flows from it. What flows from you? What would you do for nothing? Everybody has a river that just flows from them. And I said, what's your river? What are you passionate about? Because purpose is related to passion. Whatever it is your purpose to do, God gave you a passion to do it. And so she said, well, I enjoy working with youth. I said, start right there. You're going to find your purpose right around that passion. And so that's what I say to anybody listening. If you feel like you haven't discovered your purpose in life, dig around your passion, and you're not far from your purpose. Yeah.
That's deep there, bro.
Hey man, we talking, man. I like the conversation. I like that you said my relationship with God ain't built on text. I can dig it.
Yeah, man.
But now with me, man, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I study the Bible. Let me be honest with you. I can't communicate God to somebody who only understands the Bible if I don't know the Bible, right? Some people have never had a personal experience with God. The only way I can communicate God with them is through the scriptures. Yeah. So I need to know the scriptures.
Yeah.
So me as a minister, the same thing. Like, I didn't stop smoking weed because I don't like it. I got saved and I kept smoking weed because I felt no conviction from God. I know that anything harmful to your temple is wrong, but smoking weed don't hurt you. It only helps you.
It's medicine.
And so I said, wow. But the reason I stopped was just because I said, what did I ask you? When God called me in the ministry, I said, God, I want to be effective for your kingdom. I didn't ask God to be popular, in demand. I said effective. And so I said, what if God give me a word for somebody and they can't receive it because I smell like smoke?
Facts.
I'm not preaching. Although I don't think God's mad at me, I'm not preaching to God. I'm preaching to people. People are very judgmental. And I said, God, I asked to be effective. So, and man, let me tell you, when I tried to stop, boy, that weed, them black and miles I love, I couldn't. Man, when I tried to stop, it was a struggle. What am I gonna do when I drink coffee? What am I gonna do when it was everything. Well, I had moments that I need to smoke after I eat. What am I gonna do? It was a struggle. But we have to learn where we stop and where God starts. So I said, God, I've tried to stop, but I can't. I'm gonna need you on this one, big dog. I'm gonna get this to you. Ladies at your feet. I can't do nothing with it. Man, I was in the gym. It was funny because it was on video. I posted it. The only reason it was on video, I was in the middle of a workout, and I had just started working out again, and he was recording, training me, the trainer. And in the middle of working out, God spoke to my heart and said, this your moment. And I got up, and I went in my pocket, and I had some cigarillos I was going to roll up, and a box of Black and Mild, and I threw them in the trash. He said, what you doing? He recorded. And from that moment, Doc, I hadn't even had a desire to smoke a Black and Mild. I hadn't had a desire to smoke no reefer. I didn't have to hide from it. I was able to sit around my buddies and not even have a desire.
That's all right.
When God do it, it's done.
Yeah.
So whether your habit is not weed, it could be fornication, it could be lying, it could be gambling, whatever it is, and you can't stop it. You have to know where you stop and where God starts. I dare you to give it to God and trust Him to do what God does. Yeah, man. We have to know where we stop, man. I learned that in those struggles that I'm not God. Some things I'm not going to be able to do. Yeah, and I think with a lot of ministers, we have to learn that as well, where we stop and where God starts. I can't fix people. I can't make people well. I can't heal people. But I know who can.
Yeah.
And if I can just increase their faith enough to reach out and touch Him, He said old things can be made new.
Yeah.
He did it for me. Yeah, He did it for me, dog. So yeah, man, I'm just sitting here acting and feeling brand new.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro.
Yes, sir, doctor.
Yeah, man. Like I say, man, if somebody needed to hear that, bro, I needed to hear it, man.
Glory to God. Yes, sir.
You know, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. You know, this was a little quick little test run on this thing.
Man,
Ain't did it in a
anytime,
minute, man. But you know.
Let me promote some stuff.
Yeah, do your thing, man.
Yeah, I got some new music out, y'all. Some gospel music. One of my singles is called "He'll Do It." The second single is called "Never Left Me Alone," featuring my amazing, beautiful, talented niece Olivia Renee. My third single is called "Who You Gonna Trust," and I got a few more I'm working on in the studio. I'm finna be dropping, but those three are available right now on all platforms, Mul-ty. And my niece, I just wrote a song for her on Southern Soul record. Oh man, it's called "Don't Change My Love," and she is burning it up. Shout out to Olivia Renee. Y'all make sure y'all please love and support her. She is amazingly talented, and yeah. So that's what we doing, man.
So that platform, spell it out, man, for people to get it.
Which one?
Your main platform. You said it's up on the Mul-ty.
Yeah, Mul-ty. MUL hyphen, like the minus sign, hyphen TY. MUL hyphen TY. And again, that's He'll Do It. The second single is entitled "Never Left Me Alone." And the third single is entitled "Who You Gonna Trust." And that song by Olivia Renee was called "Don't Change My Love." Yeah.
Hey. That's what it is, big bro.
Oh, wait, one more song to plug we got coming out. I also just wrote a song for a great singer. Her name is Lyric Alexander. And that song is called "Pictures." It'll be coming soon on all platforms. Y'all, if you follow my channels and follow me, you'll see me promoting it. It'll be available soon. Lyric Alexander, and that song is called "Pictures." And I wrote it. It was produced by her father, amazing producer named Luther Warlaw. Amazing producer, man. And so we worked together and did this record, man. And it's magic. It's called "Pictures." So y'all check that out as well.
One day y'all gonna have one with Cadillac on that.
Cadillac Van Dross, baby.
Cadillac Van Dross. Hey, appreciate y'all for tuning in to Fumble on the Play. Catch y'all next time.